Hi guys!
Hello.
This is totally unplanned.
Hi.
Fancy seeing you here.
My goodness me! I just stumbled into this Zoom room, and, and look what I found.
Wow! So we're gonna have like a very short conversation. So on Friday, what's the date on Friday, by the way? 26th.
Yeah.
Of June.
2 days before his birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's also 2 days before my wife's birthday, which is
Oh, yeah.
So we're releasing a song called "Reluctant Butterfly," which is really exciting. This is the team that's kind of been working on it. So if you've ever seen our band play, we have lots and lots of musicians all over the place, and this specific grouping of musicians are the one that's been working on, I suppose, a chilled EP type thing, but we're releasing songs one at a time. The first of which is coming out on June the 26th, or it has already come out on June the 26th, because we've not figured out when this video is coming out. What I thought we'd do quickly is we can quickly introduce everybody who's here. So on my left, so over here is I'm assuming it's going to be coming from my screen. I'm assuming from the recording, but oh well, we'll figure it out. Who are you? I realise, Steve.
Yeah. Oh, okay, it's me. Okay. Everyone's in a different order on my screen. Hi, I'm Steve Quantic. I live in Cardiff, and I played electric guitar on this EP.
Amazing. And then we got the duo down bot. So should we go for the male first?
That's me. I'm Tom. I played keys on this EP.
Cool. And should we go for the save the best for the last? So I'll go next. I'm Bean.
Best for Ginger is this one.
It's true. It's true. I sang vocals and I played acoustic guitar. And then Mel, do you want to finish this off?
I'm Mel. I also sang some BVs.
Amazing. So I'm going to ask you guys a couple of questions, if that's all right. We're going to talk a little bit about the process of this, how this song came about. So we're talking about a song called "Reluctant Butterfly," and so obviously you've all listened to it quite a lot because you've all recorded parts to it. So I'm going to ask who would like to tell us their favourite part of the song.
I liked coming up with some riffs that were kind of slightly different to what I normally do, because anyone who's seen me play with the band live knows that I'm normally not the quieter one on the stage. So it was quite nice to come up with some kind of fixed, tasty riffs that interwove with other songs, and actually having to think in terms of theme, and yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah. And what's really interesting about this next grouping of songs is we've intentionally tried to make them quite chilled, which if you've ever come to like us doing a gig, we like a lot of partying, fun, dancey music, which so this is a bit of a challenge and a stretch for us, but lockdown kicked in and we really wanted to produce and get some music out there, and that means recording music without drums. So we went, well, why not? Let's create a bunch of chilled out music, hopefully to encourage and inspire people. And so Steve has done a fantastic job, and I absolutely love it. My favorite part is literally the first 5 seconds of the track.
Yeah.
where we both play the parts in harmony. Oh, it's just. It makes me so excited. Though, if you are listening to it, please listen to more than the first 5 seconds, please.
Oh, that is the highlight.
Glassons, what about you guys?
I really like how the whole track tells a story, and how the music like goes up and down and follows that story. And I think we've all brought something to that as well.
Yeah, because we're like, usually we write like, a verse, a chorus, another verse, another chorus, and maybe a bridge and a chorus, and we've smashed it. That's the song. But my dad asked me today, like, so is it quite a normal structure? And I was like, oh, it's a really weird question for you to ask me, but no, I don't think it is. I think I count 7 different parts in the song. I think we repeat one part once, which I think from that point on we call it a chorus, but it does move more than I think we've ever done before, which is quite exciting. How about you, young Mel?
I love the bridge.
Yes.
And now I need to remember it. You weren't born.
Correct.
You weren't born for the ground. You were made to soar, and it builds, and then it goes. Yeah, I love it.
That's great.
It's so true, and actually, do you know, like so I was in the process of writing like a little promo thing because we had to submit the song a couple of weeks ago to Spotify playlists, and I realized this whole song is about it's about a caterpillar that doesn't want to become a butterfly, and as he goes into his chrysalis, I wrote in there in his version of Lockdown, and actually gets and I was like, this is quite strange. It's actually interesting that we're releasing this now. But he doesn't want to leave it because it's now become it's been uncomfortable, but it's almost become like the safe place that he knows. And actually that lyric which Mal highlighted is that we were never intended to just stay in our chrysalis or stay crawling along the ground, but actually we were born for the skies. We were born to soar. But yeah, that's yes, Mel, good job. 10 points for you. So I'm going to ask another question. So what has been the hardest part of recording the song? Because this is done slightly differently. So we're not in the same place, and this has been a very different approach to how we recorded Courageous. So I'm going to throw it out there, and anybody can jump in on this one. What has been the hardest part of this recording process?
I think for me, like, as I kind of hinted at earlier, is that the parts I ended up writing like were like a little bit out of my comfort zone, which was fun to do as well. Because I think the first take I sent you being the first thing I did, maybe there were like 4 or 5 guitar parts all kind of working on top of each other. Which if we did do a full band version, we could probably use some of that stuff. But you were really good with your feedback, and it kind of wanted it to feel like one continuous guitar part. Which, to be honest, made the second pass recording it a lot easier because I'd already written all the parts. I just had to cut a bunch of them out. So yeah, that was good. It was so I think that was the toughest bit. It was kind of being out of my comfort zone a bit.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say, just from my perspective, it was really interesting because obviously when we're working out a song for a studio, we'd all be in the same room, we'd have our instruments in front of us, we'd jam it out and try different things. We just didn't have that process, and so essentially the track that I sent Steve was different to the track that I sent Tom because you had it before Steve on it, wasn't it, Tom?
Yeah, which was interesting because that meant I had no idea what Steve was going to play, so I had to find a part which also left room for electric guitar. Because whatever happens, one of us has to be last.
Yeah.
So we all need to realise that there's another instrument coming. Yeah.
Writing space and hoping that the person's going to fill that space. It's great. It's good.
And hoping that Bean likes it. Coming up with a harmony without knowing if Bean liked it or not. I was really scared.
I'm not. I mean,
right?
Yeah, usually
sing together for ages and work something out, but it's very.
But also, my favourite part was that I got to record it in my bedroom, just rocking out. Like, I liked not having you there.
What? That's fair enough. That's fair enough. We've talked briefly about what this song's about. So it's a caterpillar that doesn't want to become a butterfly. So I'm going to just ask a random question. What is your favorite type of butterfly?
I think is a monarch a type of butterfly?
Oh, what? No!
The only one Bean knows.
That was the only one I knew. I was
Oh
hoping-
yeah, I was gonna say maybe emperor. Is emperor a type of butterfly as
Oh,
well?
I think it is. Yeah.
Penguin, isn't it?
That's a penguin. Yeah, I think
Maybe it's both.
there are similarities, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. To be fair, I think this is probably the wrong grouping of people to get into biology.
And I think I only know monarch's a butterfly because it's like in like the Godzilla films, the most recent ones. It's like the organization's called Monarch, and I think that's to do with butterflies. This is not an ad.
We'll move on from that question.
Other films are available. No, there's a butterfly with invisible wings, like
What?
see-through wings, not invisible, but yeah.
Seriously,
Google it.
is it called a fly? Sorry. No. Is that actually true? That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, I saw it in a post.
Actually, that's actually quite cool. I kind of want to see one. Okay, so another question I wanted to ask you guys. So this song was written out of a place of encouraging people to be more than where they are at now. So this is going to be a bit more of like a serious question. You okay for this, guys? When someone hears a song, what would you like the impact of it to be? Another way of phrasing that is like, what would you like the legacy of this song to be?
I will go first because I lost the nose game. For me, I think it's about. I think change is inevitable sometimes, and it can be a great thing. So I think if it can help make that process, I don't want to say easier, but help people go through change and make the best of it.
And anybody else like to jump in on that?
I think, yeah, definitely like embracing change, I think is, I mean, it's something that obviously we've had to do quite a lot in the past 3 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, embracing change, but also, I guess, recognizing that, the chrysalis is a comfortable place, right? It's a place of comfort where, not as much is kind of required of you, and recognizing that actually sometimes it's not tension that requires you to embrace change, but sometimes it's comfort as well.
I think it's really relatable. And I think obviously it celebrates flying and that's the goal, but I feel like it shows that there's no shame that there is reluctance. It's just part of the journey.
Yeah.
Like the chrysalis has to happen.
Yeah. No, true. I mean, yours have all been really, really, really sensible answers. I'm just pleased that I managed to get chrysalis and metamorphosis as a lyric in a song. I feel
Fantastic.
was it McFly that got flux capacitor into a song?
Busted.
Busted.
No, busted.
They're not the same. Though McFly are obviously named after McFly from Back to the Future, so I feel like that was quite closely linked. But yeah, so I for me, I'm glad I got those two words in there. Oh, I think I need to raise my my aims for a legacy. So. Well, the next question I was going to ask was who's this created for, but or as we create the song, or as you were writing the song, who you're kind of like thinking this would be ideal for. You don't need to give me like a specific yes, Gemma, Bob, but like as in like what type of person do you think this was in your mind when you were writing this song?
I had very specifically me. Yeah. I did relate to it, and I was able to. Yeah, I think that's the place I was coming from. Like, what do I take from this?
Yeah, do you know what? Like, I think I was probably similar as well, actually. So and I didn't write it for you, Tom.
This guy needs to change.
But like, the song. Came to me like I was kind of working on it in I think January. I think that was when I first started kind of like playing with it, and it was just this theme of change was constantly coming up, and like even like the theme of change from like November all the way through to like January, and kind of almost like Gobble going like, do you know what? Like change is coming. I hadn't realised how much change was coming, but it was this. But there was a real reluctance in me to embrace that change, and like I knew that I needed to, and so I, like a proper tortured artist, I did what they all do and just wrote a song about it.
About the butterfly.
About a butterfly. But I think it was quite a really nice. So I'd literally come off the back of like a songwriting weekend away, and that's where this theme of change was kind of constantly being brought about, and this idea of going. But can we not just stay in the comfort right now? So yeah, I'd agree with Tom actually. Like, it's almost writing for myself.
Well, I think like Mel said, it is very relatable. So I think there is like, an extent to which, I've definitely internalized what the song is about and like turned it towards myself as well. Because we've obviously a lot of change has happened, and this year, and actually for me, like, this song has kind of almost been like an anthem of hope that there is going to be something new after this. Because in the depths of lockdown, on the down days, it's very hard to see the end of it. It's very hard to kind of picture a life beyond it. But actually, the song, like working on this song has been a really timely reminder for me that there is going to be life after it, and there's going to be, and we're going to kind of thrive and not just kind of stagger into it. Like,
How about you, Mel?
Myself.
Are we just like really narcissistic people? We just created a song.
We empathize.
Yeah, no, I think anyone that feels shame and like they're unable to do it, it's saying you're not born for that. You're not born for the ground. Like, you were made to fly. So it's not like, come on, do it. It's just accept it.
I think also everyone is a caterpillar. Like, nobody is born as a butterfly. So like, if you're comparing yourself to someone, everyone's also been through it before.
Yeah.
So poetic.
Yeah.
I've got two more questions. So we'll end with like a very short, funny one. But first of all, I want to kind of ask. So this is the first song which we've kind of done in these circumstances. I'm really excited about it because I feel like it's kind of pushing us in a new, not a new way of songwriting, but just a new facet to the songwriting. So we've got another string to our bow, if that's the phrase. And I really obviously hope people are encouraged by this song. But the question is, what is next after Reluctant Butterfly comes out?
Bum, bum, bum.
I've got my solo project.
The Mel Glasson Band, isn't it?
Oh.
We still do have to do something, Mel, by the way. You totally have to. It'd be so much fun.
No, this is not meant to encourage you to.
Not the Baker Band related creativity.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be the other song we've been working on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The excited turtle.
Yes.
It's not actually called that, though. I might actually trademark that because I think that'd be brilliant. So some more songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my word. So we can say so the next song that we're going to be working on is a song called "Run to You." Is that what we decided to go for?
Yes.
No, it's Run to Me.
Run to Me.
Because Run to You is a Bryan Adams song.
I thought it was me.
That was me.
It's Run to Me. No, me. I'm Spartacus. It's Run to.
It's Run to You.
No, it's Run to. No, not to me specifically. But Run to You is a Bryan Adams song about somebody having an affair. So I think maybe we
Yeah,
we
it's
shift
not
away from that title.
Run to Me. Run to Me.
Yeah.
So we're getting quite close to, as this video is being recorded, we're getting quite close to actually it being finished. And then once that is finished, we'll upload it, and then we'll let you guys know when the release date for that is happening. But the idea is we want this season, we want to be creating more music for you guys to listen to. This is me saying this to people watching, not to to the band. And we really want to be writing songs that hopefully encourage you, and inspire you, and hopefully bring a bit of hope during this season. I think generally that's the vibe with all the songs that we're writing. But yeah, so like I suppose what's next is, in one word, more. There is more. So we really hope you guys are going to be encouraged by this Reluctant Butterfly song, but we also really hope you're going to be encouraged by the songs that follow it. We're really excited about it. It's different because we don't have access to a studio with a drum kit in, so at the moment we can't do full band releases, but actually it's going to be a really cool season, a different style of music for all of us to kind of dabble in and play, but hopefully it will encourage you and sound nice. So we're going to now go to the most poignant question of this entire little conversation. Are you ready for this? Butterfly or caterpillar?
But
Butterfly.
Butterpillar. You say Butterpillar.
So I think that concludes kind of our little conversation. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please check out the track. It's going to be on Spotify. It's going to be on, you're going to have to help me out here, guys, iTunes. It's going to be on
SoundCloud?
Sure, why not? I don't actually know. Sure, why not?
Not a thing anymore?
It's going to be on YouTube, which would be helpful.
YouTube?
We're working on a lyric video as well that's going to go out with it as well. It's also going to be on Sorry?
Amazon Music?
Yes. Yes.
I said that.
I'm going to get so much smoother at this. It's also going to be, which is what I thought was pretty cool, it's going to be like a track that you can use on TikTok as well.
Nice.
Which I'm great. And of course, you can ask your phone, what song is that? And it will tell you what it is. But
the Alexa in our house is terrible at recognizing the Bean Baker Band.
Oh.
I have to manually override it and make it play the Bean Baker Band. It's terrible. Yeah, it's playing Ed Sheeran. Like, no!
Steve, no!
I follow Belle's lead. Although she's below me in this one.
Well, so guys, please buy it. If you don't want to buy it, listen to it on Spotify. It's free. And that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you very much for joining, and God bless. Bye.
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 That was a butterfly.
Yeah.
Bye.